tourist Brandon Olson. Don't know what we're going to do. But consuming plumes of smoke are occasionally accompanied by explosive eruptions and the sound of weak blasts that can be heard up to 12 kilometers, 7 miles from the peak. So keeping an eye on the Bali Volcano. They don't know how much damage it might do, but at least 40,000 right now evacuated, but they're asking everybody up to 100,000 too, but they're not. Hopefully to God that nothing happens to those poor folks, man. It's rough. You can't out, and that stuff erupts, that stuff's coming down the mountainside, that lava stuff, forget about it. But they say this volcano could blow its lid and possibly be a major, major problem. So they are definitely on this and looking at it and trying to take some precautions, but this thing is a monster. A nurse at one of the largest hospital systems in the nation, sparking a internal investigation. She posted a controversial tweet. It wasn't so sweet, but she got herself fired at an Indiana University healthcare hospital. She's Tanisha Baker, a nurse at the hospital, allegedly posted a tweet this past Friday under the account Night Nurse, saying that white women are raising sons who are rapists, racist, and killers. In a statement Sunday, a spokesperson for the hospital said a recently hired IU health employee tried to tweet these and apparently got away with it. Tied to these troublesome posts on social media this weekend is no longer an employee. They got rid of her. According to Fox 59, the local affiliate there in that area, it says every white woman, this is the exact tweet, every white woman raises a determined a detriment to society when they raise a son. Someone with the highest prosperity to be a terrorist, rapist, racist, killer, and domestic violence all-star. Historically, every son you had should be sacrificed to the wolves. Wow. Talking about somebody angry. Talk about racist. Excuse me. It's a shame, but killers come from all families. And she was an African-American, by the way, who tweeted that. And just to say that some of the sad stories being told for minorities is that it continues to be on the rise, but to say that all these psychos are coming from white families is just not true. Actually, Denzel Washington, he's an actor, very acclaimed actor who plays a lawyer in his new movie, says that his views on the American criminal justice system has changed. He said the system shouldn't be blamed for mass black incarceration. He says it starts at home. That's right. That's Denzel Washington. I'm not even making this up. Seriously, he says it starts at home. It starts how you raise your children. If a young man doesn't have a father figure, he'll go find a father figure. And Washington said, according to the New York Daily News, so I can't blame the system. It's unfortunate that we make such easy work for them. Washington explained that he had personal experience growing up around fatherless homes in the black community. So I grew up with guys who did decades in prison, and it had to do so much with their fathers not being in their lives as it did to with any system, he said in an earlier interview with Reuters. But by the time we got to 13 or 14 different things happened. Now I was doing just as much as they were, but they went further. I just didn't get caught. But they kept going down that road, and then they were in the hands of the system. But it's about the formative years. You're not born a criminal. No, just as the movie director Dan Glory told Reuters, many people in the black community believe there still exists a disparity in American society between black and white people. Our prison system needs reform at a fundamental level. We have the highest incarceration rate of any place in the Western world. It's not racially equal, and it's no social economical equality. While there have been reforms in American history, some argue that Jim Crow still exists in the form of a mass incarceration prison system. So, ladies and gentlemen, Denzel Washington, very successful man, grew up in a very rough neighborhood. Man knows something about how it is to be black, and he rose up and didn't become a victim. But that's the key. Fatherless. Not enough mentors. And as I have said with Colin Kaepernick, when you go out to Alcatraz and on Thankfulness Day and participate in this and play the victim's card that doesn't help anybody in your own race, if you open up a young man's club or the YMCA or play basketball with a youth or be a mentor or adopt some children, that can do some real good. And it would be really nice if you would be able to see more athletes do this particular thing. Ryan Neese here in the Bay Area does something very similar to reach out, an outreach in Tampa Bay, and a lot of other athletes will do this. Tony Dungy's group does that with his family organization that brings families together, teaches leadership skills to families. But that's the void that only a man can keep. And I know mothers have to play that dual role, but a man is very pivotal in a young man's life. And that's what's not talked about. And Denzel Washington, very outspoken about it, realizing that if he did not have these mentors in his own life, and he said he broke the law. He did things that were wrong. He says the only difference between him and them is he didn't get caught. He admitted it. And there's a lot of people that do things every day that they didn't get caught. But mentorship to me is so important. And I've done it throughout my life and reaching out to people. And we have to do more as a society. And, I think more can be done and should be done. But they're the tangibles. They're the real things. These things take hard work. They actually take TIME and rolling up your sleeves and really getting in there and helping people, because, how people equate love, LOVE, is TIME. And if you can't put the time in to do that with your own kids, they're going to slip behind the cracks, into the cracks, and they're not going to accomplish anything good. And that's just what happens. But it's nice to see that Denzel Washington outspoken about this thing. When you see people, claiming that white people are doing this nurse, this is just hateful. She doesn't like the president. And she's playing the victim card. And this is what you get. Be the solution. Be the answer to the problem. Stop blaming everybody else for feeling miserable. There's always going to be miserable people out there. But you can find out, even what shrinks say, when you reach out and you get out of your own hole, even if you're suffering from depression, to bless somebody else, help somebody else, make somebody else's day, it actually is therapeutic. It can help people. Help yourself. Help the community. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
And that was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, and William Travis looked through the San Antonio darkness at the golden flashes of light that were the Mexican campfires. And as the gray, steely dawn came creeping, the siege began. Mexican infantry companies in red, white, and green marched relentlessly through the scrubby brush as their artillery hammered the old mission. General Santa Anna ordered a complete massacre. Almost 200 Texans against a force of 3,000. He'd show those upstarts. And he did. No one survived. This has been Don Keyes, Remembering the Alamo, a solemn and heroic page in your American heritage.
Proudly keeping our American heritage alive each and every day right here on this station, brought to you by For the People.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And enjoy.
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money. It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are the number one priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number. Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular.
Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-918-4704. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Critics are raving. Murder on the Orient Express is spectacular, with a cast of suspects each better than the next, and a twist ending that will keep audiences guessing. Murder on the Orient Express, rated PG-13.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple: give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Hello, everyone. Keith Allen, and For the People, actress Susan Sarandon. She's making a little headlines of her own today. A lot of people are talking about her. Yeah, actress Susan Sarandon. She's having a tough time. since the 2016 election. And you know why?